these YouTube streets. I won't come for you if you don't come for me. Now if you come into my city, better hit the sneaky link. We gon' meet, we gon' rap, maybe have a drinky drink. Shout out to the sneaky link for this fire piece of heat. Y'all heard it here first, I'm a monster on a beat. I'm creative, I'm an artist, I'm not just a little freak. I can sit at any table, any day of the week. She's becoming so famous.
From Brooklyn to Vegas, she's becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators and showing.
Hello. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Can you guys hear me? Just make sure you put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Everything is okay. How's everybody doing today? Thank you all for being here. If you are watching on the Sneaky Link on YouTube, thank you for being here. If you are watching on the Sneaky Link LV, thank you for being here. That's also on YouTube. And if you're watching us from Twitch at the Sneaky Link, thank you also for being here. The links to all of my platforms and channels are in the description box. Please make sure you guys like and share so that I can get into this algorithm a little bit better to make sure that you are all getting the information that you need. Just going to come through and say what up to y'all in the chat really quickly. A lot of you guys here waiting. Thank you. Salute to Trish. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oopsie Daisy. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sorry guys, I'm on my tablet. I'm not on my computer. So if I'm moving a little bit slow, just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We're going to get through this as quickly as possible. Buddha, what's up? Thank you for being here. Crumpled Stillskin. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Please make sure you all like and share. Hope you are all having an amazing Friday afternoon. Anonymous A, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Silly Crafts, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay. It's for you guys in here. Queen Pisces, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I did get a chance to check out Your Bodies live last night. I didn't get a chance to watch anything this morning, but I did get a chance to check that out. I do have the link pinned. After I give my commentary, you guys can go ahead and click the link. I'll let you guys up if you have any questions or if you want to sound off or anything like that. Just keep in mind that we would like to be respectful. Hey, Dre Day 44, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Scorpio, thank you for being here. Audio's good, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. The Ghost, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. What's up? Everybody, how y'all doing? The Only Empress, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay. Granny Shanny, Mary D. Hello, everybody. 90s. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being here. So I wanted to make sure that I came in and give you guys full updates on the case as it's displayed in front of us each time we enter the courtroom. Just a little bit about my page in itself. I do cover most topics that are surrounding capital punishment, whether it is not necessarily for the defendant or the plaintiff. I'm literally following for the case details and for the recording of it in history and how capital punishment affects us as a whole. As we all know right now, we talked about this a little bit yesterday in Out of Your Body's chat. Capital punishment in Nevada is legal. However, they do have a problem with getting the stuff that they need, the medications that they would need to complete that process. So there has not been here one in almost 20 years now, but it is legal for it to be that way. So we can look forward to that. I did get an exclusive. I did speak to one of the district attorneys that is representative representing the state. We'll get to that here in a little bit later today. But I do have some other information that I wanted to clear up with you guys. As I know you guys are looking at the law as it pertains to this case and what kind of charges will be brought about. Any other players or characters or people surrounding this story will be brought up on charges. We want to look at that as well. And I'm going to do a part two, obviously, to this because I want to get into the DA. I want to get into the public defender and I want to get into the judge. I know you guys had some questions about the public defender's expertise as it pertains to these types of cases. She does have a little bit of experience underneath her belt. She has a little bit over 20 to maybe 30 years of service under her. So we're going to take a look at her. And I think that if she takes a look at all the information and, she's going to present her case to the courts as she sees it. And then for the state as well, representing on that side, I did speak to one of the DAs, and they have their statements, and they have all of the evidence that they need as well. We learned that they do have 4 terabytes of information that they need to look through. So we do want to allow the courts time for that. And we also know that there is a pretrial set for the 21st at 10:30 a.m. and I will be there for that court date as well. There is some things that I'm working on getting in the background. I want to see if I can live link it and then we can share it on a platform and maybe discuss it together live. I want to also see if in the future what visiting will be like for Manuel Ruiz. If I will be able to get a conversation with him at some point, I would love to do that. Um, so those are some things that I'm going to be doing behind the scenes in order to, make the commentary a little bit more unique and give you guys a twist on, what you are normally going to be seeing. Again, welcome to the Sneaky Link. Please hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, this page is not yet monetized, so please make sure you share, and hit the like button if you can. Also, my Cash App is on the screen. It's the Sneaky Link LV. So if you guys want to donate to the channel, I would be more than grateful for your donations. So thank you very much for that. So as I was in the courtroom, I noticed something that the public defender had in her hand. So I kind of wanted to show you guys that and just we can take a look at what it is. First, I'm going to show you what I was seeing as it pertains to the paper. So in her hand right now, she has a pen, and in her other hand, she has a folded piece of paper, which is this paper here. So I kind of zoomed in on it. It's a little bit blurry here, but I was able to connect this to a court document, and the court document is pretty much a police department statement, and this is the official statement from the official sheriff that took in this case. So there was a lot of information inside of there. I'm going to do a deep dive on that part, but I really, really want to get into what you guys want to know more about, which is, can he claim self defense? Being that this is a stand your ground state, how does that look for Manuel Ruiz in this case? Um, is the unalivement penalty on the case on the table for this case? Some other charges that may be underneath there if they do not go for the unalivement penalty. Maybe there might be some voluntary manslaughter or involuntary manslaughter. And then we also want to look at the differences in first degree and second degree unalivement, which is how I got to which is how I got to maybe we would be seeing a unalivement charge in this case. So the first thing I'm going to look at is the self-defense claims. Obviously, we know that the DA in this case has said that they are pretty much wiping self-defense off the table. They don't think that it's substantial, giving the beginning evidence that they've seen. Obviously, they have not gotten a chance to go through all of the evidence as it has come through yet, but they're working on it. So there may be other things that will come from this, but as of right now, when looking at self-defense, the DA has taken that off the table in their mind. Please keep in mind that this has to run through the courts. We do not know yet 100 so until the 21st what these initial charges going to be. So just so that we're clear on what the law is here in Nevada, it is justifiable unalivement in self-defense. Excuse me, guys, I'm losing my voice. It is justified homicide in self-defense or defense of others if it is reasonable to believe that the perpetrator is about to inflict unalivement or substantial bodily harm, and you fight back with no more force than necessary to deflect that threat. So in this case, did Manny punch Finny and Finny punch him back? Did Finny push Manny and Manny push him back? Did Finny kick Manny and did Finny stab him and Manny stab back? So in this case, self-defense does not look to be a viable reason for the unalivement. You cannot claim self-defense in Nevada unless you are retaliating with the same amount of force that is inflicted upon you. So if you do happen to see a weapon and a weapon is present and you use that same type of a weapon in defense of yourself to the same force, that would be more considered self-defense than it would be considered self-defense if how we all seen it, where the unalive did not have a weapon. Obviously, Manny did state that he saw something shiny and black in Tanisha's hands. However, we all know that from the reports, there were no weapons found in the possession of Finny and Tanisha on that date. There was no weapons around them or within their person. So unfortunately, while this is a stand your ground state, it would not apply to self-defense in this case as we see it. Now, if we take a look at the 4 terabytes of video, and there happens to be some other perpetrators or someone who may have pushed this to happen or instigated this in some way, those persons will receive their own separate charges. However, they will not erase the charges that Manuel Ruiz will be receiving. Each party will receive their own cases as it stands to the involvement that they may or may not have had within the case. So if you're looking at self-defense, we also want to look at several other factors that go along with that, um, because we're now past self-defense and we're getting to, was this an alignment? Was it voluntary? Was it involuntary? And to what degree of unalignment does this fall within? And that is how you will determine if you are able to have the unalignment penalty within this case. So if you're looking at voluntary manslaughter in Las Vegas, it is a penalty from 1 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 for a single incident of voluntary manslaughter. Please keep in mind that we are looking at two mitigating factors, as there are two persons who were unalive. Involuntary manslaughter in Nevada is a Category D felony, 1 to 4 years in prison, lesser time, lesser fines of a $5,000 charge. This includes using a deadly weapon. It triggers an enhancement of 20 years if the person is of a certain age. Also, if you were under 18 at the time of the unalivement, you may be eligible for parole after serving 20 years in prison. So, also, if the person who is unalived is over 60, you do receive over 60, you do receive more time and more penalties under these charges. So in this case, we would have to see how they would look at that, if they would be looking at it as a voluntary or involuntary. And if you're looking at how unalivement in the first or the second degree, that's how you'll be able to tell which one of those you will get. So obviously, first degree unalivement is the most serious type of unalivement. It consists of premeditated unalivement, and a felony unalivement, which is while committing a serious felony such as robbery or burglary. So in this case, it was no robbery and there was no burglary. It was just a premeditated unaliving. This also comes with a felony. And then you're looking at second degree, which refers to unintentional unalivings, where you acted so recklessly that unalivement was foreseeable. So in this case, I'm thinking that it's going to be more of a first degree unalivement just due to how this was initiated. Just saying what's up to you guys in the chat really quickly. Hey 90s, hey Scorpio, how you guys doing? Out your bodies in the chat. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. If I could have a mod, please drop out your bodies a link in the chat for me, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lucero 77, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys for all coming in. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm drinking tea as we speak, and we're gonna get through this together. So yeah, after I looked at those 4 different pieces, is it self-defense? Unfortunately, in this case, it does not seem to fit. Is it voluntary or is it involuntary? Unfortunately, in this case, it's looking like it's going to be voluntary, and it is looking like it is going to be in the first degree. We already know that this was looked at as a premeditated unalignment. So again, if the aggravating circumstances outweigh the mitigating circumstances, or life in Nevada State Prison with or without the possibility of parole after 20 years, or 50 years in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years. The sentence will increase by 20 years if the victim was at least 60 years old, as I said before. So again, this is for one instance and one incident of an unalignment. However, we are looking at 2 mitigating factors. So what you see here would then double, given that this is a double open unalivement charge that we're looking at, where both Finny and Tanisha was unfortunately unalived. In this case, this is how I see it. Unfortunately, we will have to wait for more information from the courts to see exactly how things play out. As of right now, it looks like these are what the charges would be in my eyes. Obviously, I am not a lawyer. I am sitting in on the case. I've done research on what the state looks like, the laws looks like for the state of Nevada, and I have worked alongside other cases, which gives me the knowledge that I have for this case. Um, so hopefully, we'll get a lot more information from the courts then. Um, I do have, hold on a second. If you guys allow me, just let me take a quick little break, and then I'm going to just play a little snippet of a conversation that I had with the DA. And as I said, normally when I leave the courtroom or when the court sessions have been short for the first sessions, obviously they will get longer as the case gets more in depth. But when the court session ends, instead of following the reporters, I tend to follow the DAs and the lawyers and things like that. So I was able to have this personal conversation with the lawyer. I'm going to take a quick little break. Guys, please make sure you like, please make sure you share, please make sure you guys hit the Cash App for me as this is not monetized. Hopefully, we're going to get there too. I did not plan to monetize this page. As you guys can see, I've had it for several years, and I just come on and I work cases as I get them. However, this year we're going to make the push, and you guys are going to come along with me, and we're going to go ahead and get this page monetized. So please hit that like button, hit that share button, so we can get some watch hours over here. We already got the viewers, and we're going to take it from there. Give me a minute, and I'll be right back.
My content is so fire, and you know that. That's facts. Ain't no looking past at the sneaky link. She's a hashtag. It's time to get this money. Hit me up on the cash app. I hear you talking big support, and now show me where your cash at. Cash app. Dig into that stash. Don't let the love ever slack. I'm forever giving back. My beauty is so black. Content is so fire, and you know that. That's facts. Ain't no looking past at the sneaky link. She's a hashtag. It's time to get this money. Hit me up on the cash app. I hear you talking big support, and now show me where your cash at. Cash app.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So we're back, we're back, we're back. I got my voice together a little bit here so we can keep going. All right, and I see some of you had some questions in the chat. Let me go ahead and see if I can answer a couple questions in here. So Outlaw JDC, was the weapon registered to him? Did he have a weapons permit? I will be in the court on Monday. I'm going to look at some things. This is something that has not been released to the public yet. I only speak from facts from the court. So I will not put out any information that does not come from a DA, the public defender, or the judge. At this point, that has not been released to us. But I am going to get some information from the courts on Monday. Frank, hey Frank, thank you for being here. Definitely go ahead and catch the replay. Get all the watch hours you can, share with your friends, make sure that everybody's watching so that we can all stay updated on the case. Yeah. So at right now, Frank, we have looked over some of the steps of how we may have gotten to the charges of the unalivement penalty. The ghost, this is fire. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Salute, salute, salute. Out your body, salute. Anonymous A, question. Thank you for your expertise, Sneak Link. Do you believe Mr. Ruiz is legally insane? In your research or experience, have you seen an unaliver plead insanity and win or lose? I think that in this case, specifically, I think that he may have had a better chance of fleeing insanity than he does of self defense. As we know, there are a lot of mitigating factors that has happened on both sides. I don't think that this is something that he just woke up one day and decided to do. I think that some things have happened. I personally do not follow the disputes because I want to make sure that I remain factual and that we're sticking to the topics of the case as it relates to the court. However, in my personal opinion, I do believe that pleading insanity would have been a better option for him in this case. If, as you guys have stated, he has been pushed, maybe there was some manipulation, maybe there was other players that caused this situation to explode in the manner in which it did. Um, Maybe, but as of right now, unfortunately, that's not his plea. Um, I wish that maybe he would have taken that route. That would have been, it's a little harder to prove, but it's also a lot easier to prove than self defense in this specific case, if that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. Have you been on the insanity and win or lose? I have had, I just want to make sure I answer the second part of that question as well. I have seen in cases where the unaliver has pled insanity and they have won and they have also lost. There's a couple of cases that I'm going to just introduce to you guys. They're going to be uploaded in short videos, maybe 20, 30 minutes or less, so that you guys can look at some other cases and how those cases were charged. I was reading a case about an unalivement of a 14-year-old. It was a unalivement penalty, 14 years old. Um, at the time, it was the youngest person who had gotten this sentence, and it was just tragic. I will post that, but I need you guys to understand how the cases work. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to remove feelings from the situation as it pertains to the court. So this won't be a matter of how I feel or what we feel. It's going to be about the evidence, who presents what, and then I'm not really sure yet how this will play out. If it's going to be a jury trial or something like that, we would have to see. We'll get more information about that, but it's going to be the information presented, and it's going to be left up for those who need to make the decision. Hey Eddie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Justice for the legends. Justice for the legends. Anonymous A, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. And I also want you guys to make sure that I'm going to leave a post on my community wall, and I want you guys to put your questions there. As I catch these DAs and I catch these lawyers, I'm going to be asking them the questions that you guys want to know. So when you see a post comes out about questions that we have for the authorities, and make sure you comment your questions underneath that post so that I can ask those directly to the source. And then I'll answer them as I can throughout the proceedings as we go through court as well. Anybody else have any more questions before I move on? You guys good, 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 good. Thank you for being here. Hey Mel, thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mel. Salute to my mods. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Hey Frank, hey Frank. You got a question? Go ahead and ask your question. I'm gonna play this clip of a video first, and then I did pin the link, and then we can take it from there. I don't mind letting some people up and they ask their questions there as well. Let's see. Daisy has a question. Oh no, you're behind. Okay, not a problem. Thank you so much. Catch up. It's okay. We'll be here for a little minute. I'll give you guys some time to catch up. So do you have any information about the public defender and her record? Yeah, I do have some information about the public defender. We're gonna dig into the public defender, the judge, and the DAs on the next live, and we're gonna go over all of their details. Let's look at their credentials and see who's actually working this case. As far as the public defender, she does have a nice little education underneath her belt. She does have between 20 and 30 years of experience underneath her. So I think she can handle the job. I think she can handle the job. She has it underneath her. We'll take a deeper dive into her and some of the cases that she's done. We'll look at those outcomes and we'll see how fit she is for the case. Unfortunately, in this case, as I stated before, he did not have anyone there with him for him to stand with him in the courtroom. The courts allowed him time to get a private lawyer, and he came back to the court and he did not have a private lawyer. So we'll see where it goes from there. Yes, the next, it's actually a pre-trial date that is set is for 7/21. That's correct, and it's going to be at 10:30 a.m. It was originally set for 11:30, but I looked at the court posting and they updated it to 10:30. So we'll see that we'll be able to see what happens then. Is Julie allowed to leave the state? As of right now, she is not a part of this case, and there has not been any information posted to this case about her. I also have not seen any cases in the court filed against her. So we will have to see exactly what happens with her. I'm thinking that we're going to, after they go through this 4 terabytes, they've had a week now going they have another week or so to look at all of that information. We're going to get a lot of information at this pre-trial date. Hey Cynthia, thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey McLowlife, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Manny has a good lawyer now, so it will get interesting. She seems to have some experience underneath her belt. He doesn't have a public defender that's, brand new with 2 years of experience and 3 cases. We're gonna dig into her, but she does have time underneath her belt, both in California and Las Vegas. So she should be fair. Sorry guys, got a little doggy barking around me.
From Brooklyn to Vegas, she's becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators and showing love to the beauty that like makes us. From Brooklyn to Vegas.
Okay, I think they stopped having their little pup fight. Now that that's over, let's go ahead. It's just a short conversation. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I was recording on my phone and I kind of was running down the hallway behind him. So it's a little bit of messy, but I'll explain exactly what's happening during that conversation as well. And another last question here before I go to that video. Because of the coverage of this, do you see a change of the venue of serious issues with the jury selection? Do you see a change venue or serious issues with the jury selection? I don't. I don't see that being an issue. There is, I posted on my community wall the actual news stations that's covering this. There's not very many, and most of them are Las Vegas channels. Also, there's only a few bloggers in the courtroom. So it's important that we're sharing these videos, that we're passing along the information because there's really not a lot of ways for us to get it. So there's not a lot of media coverage which would remove so many people from being able to be a juror, if that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. And yes, that was a very good question. Very good question. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, as you guys have questions, post them in the comments. If you guys have questions for the lawyers, the public defenders, if there's things that you want to ask, I'm going to be making a post as we end this live. And underneath that post, I want you to go ahead and put all of your questions. So if something pops in your head now, jot it down so that when that post goes up, you can go ahead and make sure that your question gets asked as well. If it's a question that I can answer in a now, feel free to just go ahead and type it into the chat. Okay. All right. So let me see if I can play this clip for you all. And this is me as we're exiting the courtroom. Again, I was running down the hall. I was going behind the district attorney. So you're going to hear a short conversation between myself and the district attorney. And here you go. I'm a blogger, sometimes the different names. Okay. So I don't know if you can. Okay. All right. I'll see if I can get somebody downstairs. Tell me, thank you. Oh no, wait, hold on, it didn't play. All right, hold on a second, guys. Give me a second. Oh no, I think hold on. I did something wrong here. Let me fix it. I believe you guys are still gonna be able to hear me as I fix this. So just give me a moment here. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me just double check with you guys and make sure you can still hear me as I'm switching over. Hold on. Question, will the chats be held accountable for anything? It depends on what was said. If there were threats made and they find it to be harmful or, something like that, then maybe. I'm not 100% sure on chat threats and things like that. If it was from one of those parties to the other via chat or I think that we have to keep in mind that telecommunications includes chats, private chat rooms, discords, stream yards, the Instagrams. It includes all of those different ways of communication or directing to the victims. It depends. The courts will decide all of that. If there are some things in there that they find to be a violation of the law, all of those things will come to the table. Again, they will not take away from Manny's charges. They will get their own charges. Nothing that anybody else did is going to change how Manny is going to be charged. Manny is going to get his separate charges for the acts that he has taken. And any other charges that come, they will go directly to those individuals. Let's see what Anonymous A says. Chats are highly unlikely to face criminal charges due to the high legal bar for incitement and the difficulty in proving specific criminal intent and direct causation from online comments. This is very true as well. That's why we want to leave those things up to the courts and we don't want to speculate. We have to let the information come out from the courts as they give it to us. They have all of the information. They have thousands and thousands of videos and photos that they are going to be looking through, and they're going to look for every single thing that they can find. If the chat is will be held accountable, then Julie will be held accountable, right? Again, all for the courts to decide. If Julie has had any type of involvement, they're going to look at phone records. They're going to look at, they already have the phone records, right? As the 911 calls were coming in, those were recorded. All the phone calls that you make, those are all recorded. Everything that you say and do is recorded in some kind of way. So that those conversations will be found. Helping someone, helping with something like that seems like there should be consequences. And there will be. There will be consequences for any person that has had any negative involvement within this case. If there are any laws that are broken or any infractions of the state were broken, they're going to go through that. Phone records. How long does it normally take to review all of those? This is what's going to be the discovery part is what's going to be the longest part. So if they've gotten 4 terabytes of downloaded footage, I can only imagine what their phone records will look like. In this type of a case, it won't take them long to get anything. They're going to get everything immediately. We'll see from pretrial how far they got with the 4 terabytes, if all of those things were reviewed. I think on the state side representing, I've seen about 3 people over there representing the state as far as district attorneys and things like that. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how far they've gotten once we get to court on the 21st. Once we get there on the 21st, we're gonna see how fast or how slow this case is gonna move. If they're gonna be pushing it back, pushing it back. So far, with the second court case, there was a request for 2 weeks so that we can have last week's case, and then he requested another 2 weeks for the pretrial. So that's why we're having it on the 21st. So this could take a little bit of time, or it could speed right by us depending on how what they do with what that information they get looks like. Gotcha. Okay, I gotta see if I can get. Hold on a second, y'all. I need to make sure you guys can hear me while I'm switching tabs, which I believe y'all can. So just give me a second because I want to make sure I have the correct video, which I have the wrong one right now. It's the shortest snippet of it. Why? Or did it just play a shorter snippet and I didn't hear the full thing? Let me see something. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for you guys being here. I really appreciate you all. I'm just glad that I have you all here with me. The different names. Okay. So I don't know if you can answer. Okay. All right. I'll see if I can get somebody downstairs. Tell me. Thank you. Yeah, it's the incorrect video. Hold on a second. Let me see. Give me a moment. It's right here. After I play this video clip, I'm going to take a short break, and then I have the link pinned. If you guys want to come up and chat, we can take it from there. Let me just make sure I got the right video for you guys. I wonder if I play it from here, will you guys be able to hear it? Because that would be great. Let's see, give me a moment, guys. Not that one, not that one. Okay, I wonder if you guys can hear this. I'm gonna press play and then I'm gonna see what you guys can hear. Can you hear this? No, I don't think you guys can hear it. Snag. Okay, give me a second. I'll get it downloaded. Sorry about that. Actually, I'm gonna let you guys come up first so that you guys are not sitting here in silence and we can have some good conversation going while I'll get that downloaded for you guys. So hold on. Let me get back to you guys. Okay, everybody can still hear me. We're still all good. We're still all good. And let me just double check the chat. Okay, no, you guys can't hear me. Okay, let me let somebody up right quick. Let me see. Mel, are you still here? Can you click the link for me right quick? What about their home computer evidence on their information on there? Yeah, all of that is going to be looked at as well. I'm sure they have his laptop already. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to get the video for you guys. Just give me a moment here. But yeah, I'm sure they have his laptop already when they turned over that evidence. I'm sure that, you know, they got that information. The link is pinned if anybody wants to come up. And let me see if I can get Mel to come up in the meantime. Okay, that they can, but phone records can only go back like a year or so. I don't want to say that I know that to be 100% true. I believe that the FBI can get exactly what they want, and if even if it was 1982. That's just my personal thought on it. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Shout out to everybody that's watching from the Sneaky Link LV. Thank you for everybody that's being here on the Sneaky Link. And shout out to everybody who's watching from Twitch. I appreciate you guys all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Let's see here. Did he have a private lawyer or a public defender? He has a public defender right now. We are going to go over some information about her. She does have experience underneath her belt. The court did allow an extension for him to get time to get a private lawyer, but as we went back to the courts, he did not have a private lawyer available, so he was appointed the public defender. Yes, everyone's correct. Public defender, public defender, public defender. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to get. Let's see. No problem. No problem. No problem. And again, I will be at the court on Monday. I'm trying to see if I can get live links. We will either be watching the case together live or maybe on Discord or Twitch or a streaming platform where we can all watch together. as for some exclusive content as well. And I also want to see what visiting will be like for him, if I will be able to get a visit with him in the future as well. So thank you guys again for rocking out with me. Make sure that you share. Again, there are not a lot of media coverage on this case right now. So we want to make sure that we're covering it as best as possible and giving out the right information. Uh, no problem, Eddie. I'm here for you guys. Also, don't forget this channel is not monetized, so can hit the cash app. I think you can also do like super chats or something like that. I'm not really sure. If you guys see an option, you can take it. If not, it's okay. Just make sure you share, 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 and like the video. That's the most important thing to keep us in the algorithm. Okay, I'm trying to get. Hold on a second. Do I have anybody backstage? No, not yet. All right. Let me see if I can try this one more time. And I don't want to cut you guys off, so hold on. Try one more time. And let's go here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. It doesn't want to load. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know how I got the wrong video downloaded, but it was like 3 segments of videos back to back. So just bear with me, and I'll get the right one for y'all right now. Mm, Okay, let's see. Sorry about that, guys. No, I can't have anybody. Hold on a second. I need somebody to come up. Chat. I hear from solid sources that a civil suit is going to move forward towards defendant. How does that usually proceed? A civil suit is going to move forward towards the defendant. So Manny will have a civil suit against him as well. Is that the question that you're asking me? Just to be clear. You know, if you also stream to Rumble, you can get super chats. You're monetized from the first day over there. Just saying. I do have Rumble. I do. I do have a Rumble. Thank you, Chat Lives Matter. I appreciate your feedback. I do have Rumble, so maybe we'll use over there to do, because I'm gonna figure out how to get a live link so that we can watch the proceeding as well together. I want you guys to be in the courtroom to kind of see what I see, as I'm recording and taking these notes and taking in all of this information as well. Obviously, not everybody wants to sit through court, so we'll have that, and then we'll come over here and we'll break it down and talk about it to a place where it's a lot more easier for us to communicate. Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. We're gonna figure out whether we'll either do it on Rumble, Discord, or maybe Twitch. I'm not sure. But like Chat Lives Matter said, you do monetize immediately on Rumble. So we might use that. I do have a page here as well. Yep, yep, yep. Queen Pisces, do you mind hitting a link for me No, well, I don't want to just, because I'm going to need you to talk to I need you to come. No, you know what? Um, Out your body, you mind hitting a link for me right quick and talking to the people so I can download this video? Do you think other content creators could be held accountable for the actions leading up to the pow-powing before Finny took over harassing Manny? If there was other harassment that happened and charges are pressed, the DAs they will all look at all of that information that is presented. Excuse me. Let me see. I don't see anybody we have. Okay. Let me see. All right. I got Out Your Body on the stage. See, add to the stage. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for
Okay, no
coming
problem.
up. So, we are talking about the details of the case and stuff like that, but I know that you are following a lot of the friends and the family members of both Manny and Finny. So I'm gonna take a quick mute right quick if you don't mind, so I can download this video. But do you mind catching up the audience on some of the family things that are happening, or anything that's new that's surrounding the friends or any of the players that are happening from either side while I do that?
Sure, yeah, no problem.
All right.
If
Thank you
anything
so
sounds
much.
like this, y'all hear me clearly, there's any feedback coming from my end.
Do you guys hear feedback?
I'm just trying to hear, just make sure I'm clear.
It's sounding a little bit staticky on my end. I'm not 100% sure what they're
For
hearing
real.
though. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I can edit your mic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I say it. Because it's like I hear an echo back.
Let me try. Okay, how about say something now? I think that might have helped. No, maybe, yeah.
Oh, damn, I forgot actually. They done changed up StreamYard overnight.
I think I fixed it. Oh, dang. And I think he dropped right when I fixed it. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm sure he's gonna come back up, but I think I fixed it right when he dropped. So let's give him a second to come back up. Let's just give him a minute, guys. Okay, here he is back. Let's give him a second.
Hopefully this
Out your
sound better.
body. Hopefully. Yes, much better. Much better, much better.
Okay,
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, we good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute right quick so I can download this while you catch up with them right quick, and I'll be right back, okay?
All right, I got you.
All right, I got you.
Dang, let me see what's going on. I can probably read comments. OYB testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if anybody in here that's not familiar with what I'm doing over there on my channel with the Vegas sector with OYB. I am hosting an open platform, open panel, where from day one I've just been discussing the case in general, how I've seen it, how it came across my desk and my eyes, and the things that I was watching beforehand that transpired, meaning of me keeping up with Manny a couple times. But no, I just have a platform where a lot of people have came upon thee to speak their piece, either being attached to either side, Finny side, Manny side, or just people in general that's been watching and seeing how it's played out, speaking their piece on it. I don't even know if I could be heard. Can y'all even hear me talking? Let me go to the comments. Oh, y'all can hear me. Good. Okay, cool. But yeah, outside of what I provide, like I said, it's just a platform for anybody to come and get their shit off, as I like to say, and I need to be probably more candid. Um, and which I see a lot of people over here that come over there, but anybody that isn't, yeah, it's a great platform to come and if you just want to come and speak your piece or just want to come and sit back and listen to others speak their piece that are associated to the case. And like I said, either side, it's a good platform to come and check out. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm outside doing my life thing, but hey, I thought I could definitely come up here and do this for Sneaky Link while she get together what she got together. Is there any questions I can answer? Because huh, I can answer some damn questions if you need. I surely can. Yes, we can. You are good. Sounds way better. And yeah, I probably would have been live. I told myself I was going to wait to go live until Sneaky Link went live. 'Cause I wanted to see the information she had. Forget what I was talking about. Oh, okay. I thought Nightbot was trying to take me out of the game. But yeah, Sneaky Link downloading or uploading something that she was going to present to everybody. But until then, I think that live link would be dope. What y'all think about a live link where we could actually see what's going on, like a almost like a Zoom link for the court? I think that would be lit. Nightbot, don't do nothing to me. I sit back and sometimes speak. Has anybody heard of Sharif? No, Sandra. I see that people. I see those two names in my comment section more than anything. Sally and Shariza. Oh, how long did I stay on last night? I went 9 hours. We quit. I stopped like right around 4 o'clock. I was gonna go back live at like 10 o'clock this morning, 11, but I started thinking about the Sneaky Link live, and I said, "Well, no, I'm not. I don't want to step on her live because I wanted to watch this." So it wasn't no need of me going live until after I watched this. So yeah, I'm gonna go live in a few after this is over. And we live until it's Saturday. I'm going live not too long after this. It's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna just pop out and be live. Last night went well too with no moderators. But yeah, man, I think what Sneaky Link got going on over here is tremendous. Somebody that's following inside of the courtroom, giving you real live updates from in court and what the feel and temperament from inside of the court, what Manny's looking like and feeling like, whether he has family there representing them, as well as the same with Finny, whether he has family there representing them, what the feel and temperament is like from their side of things in the courtroom. I think that is big. And I think it's also humongous that I don't just be put myself at risk. Everybody know what I look like. It'd be crazy for me to go to the courtroom and all these people roaming that I don't know what they look like. So I think that is definitely go to the Sneaky Link. He says, OIB, I can never catch up because I am on the East Coast. I'm so sorry. My bad. MC Low Life, MC High Life Troll, I am so sorry. Think about how the weekends the best time to catch up. The weekends when I'm not going live is probably the best time to catch up. Sound better. Thank you, Frank. Because I could hear myself earlier and it didn't sound too good coming out the other end. I don't know about y'all, but it's hot as hell in Las Vegas. Um, I just stepped outside to just smoke briefly, and it feels like um desert storm. It's not like I know what desert storm feel like. I haven't been in desert storm at all, but that's the closest I could probably equate to what desert storm would probably feel like is Nevada right now. So yeah, that's what we going through.
That's what we
Oh,
going
what's
through.
going on? I think I heard Sneaky Link come back. Y'all, I need to be quiet. She almost caught me
She almost caught me
talking about the damn heat
talking about
outside.
the damn heat outside.
No, it's okay. It's hot as the devil's tongue out there. I ain't even. It's hot. It's hot. I was just laughing at you. That's
What? How to
hilarious.
feel?
What? How did it?
It's hot. Okay, so I can't get the video to download. I'm gonna post it as soon as I end this live. But in the video, I'm speaking to D.A. Pesci. Okay, as I'm walking out of the courtroom behind the district attorney, There are two district attorneys talking to each other, guys, and I'm on their heels. I'm ear hustling, and I'm trying to figure out what they're saying to each other. So the DA asked Pesci, he says, so, hey, we're going to be sending this case over for capital punishment review, correct? He goes, yes. So I'm now walking faster behind him because I hear what they're talking about, and they didn't speak about this in the courtroom. There was a little whisper about something, and then they didn't talk about that anymore. But as we're leaving the courtroom, this is what the DAs are talking about. So I follow behind him. There's two of them talking and a few other people. They get on the elevator. All those people get on the elevator. One of the DAs gets on the elevator, and Pesci, he goes over. Oh, there's the echo.
I heard it when you came back, but this is probably between our devices. I going on mute.
Okay. All right. Yes. So he splits off by himself, and I'm like, hey, can I ask you a follow-up question to what he just asked you? And he's like, yeah. I said, are you guys thinking about this being a capital punishment case? And he said yes. And he gave me a reason why. I want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger because I want you guys to go watch the other video. But he did give me a reason as to why that they are going to be reviewing this as a capital punishment case. So that's an exclusive directly from the DA in an exclusive conversation that they had outside of the courtroom, which was shared with me directly. You're asking if that's not up to the judge? This is how they're presenting the case. They're presenting it as a capital punishment case, and he gave me a reason for that as well. So, my theory, which I came to, I believe is correct. I believe this is going to be a trial of capital punishment. We will see what happens after they have reviewed the 4 terabytes of information. We'll see how that plays out. We'll find out if we'll find out if
Dang, I don't know if that was just me. Y'all heard? We'll find out if we might have kicked the sneaky link off. She coming back. I'm glad I stayed up here. Oh, it sounds like she look like she might be back. Or do it sound like it?
things are
But yeah, I don't
true.
know. It's like okay, you back. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll find out. It's a lot for them to look through. It's a lot to go through. Sorry about that. I did cut out. Yes, I kicked myself by accident. But I believe that I was correct. I believe that I was correct. I believe that this is going to be trialed as a capital punishment case. So I will have that video uploaded for you guys shortly so that you guys can hear for yourselves exactly who I was speaking with. And you can see the response he gave me as to why they are wanting to move forward with making this a capital punishment case. So, how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys have any questions? I know that this is going to be hard for some, and I know that it's not going to be as hard for others. Either way, I'm here for both parties. I literally just want to have the facts of the case. As I see friends, family members the district attorneys, the public defenders in the courtroom. I will be speaking to those individuals. I did have a brief conversation with one of Finny's cousins who was in the courtroom. So yeah, uh, we will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, out your body, for being here. And thank you for hopping up on the stage for me and all of that. I really, really appreciate you. And I got, I'm going to make sure that we all get a nice exclusive piece of content to share around between myself, you, and I know Trish is in the bushes. I know she's watching somewhere. So for her as well, I'm going to make sure everybody get a little bit piece of something that they can share with the members. Two on the strip, yes. If capital punishment, will the trial take a while? It depends. As of right now, they got a lot of information to look at. I can't see them just breezing past this in a week. I would give or take maybe 1 to 6 months. It tops. I don't see them allowing this to go on and on and on and on and on. Just given the factors of the case. Also, Las Vegas wanting this to be a place that people feel safe to come to. We don't normally have these types of incidents on the strip. The strip is normally very safe. Right now, a lot of people don't feel safe. And I know the state of Nevada wants to reassure its residents and its tourists that they can come here and be safe. Especially after the 1 October incident that we had here in Las Vegas some years back. Las Vegas has a lot of different protection on its residents and its tourists due to these things. Due to the nature of the casinos, we have a lot of different protections as far as the law revolves around those things. Even with bullying, harassment, doxing, all of those laws as it pertains to Las Vegas is different. We have provisions within the law that protects us because obviously we have all of these computers here. We have all of these casinos here. They don't want our information getting out. They want their residents to be protected. They want the people that come to Las Vegas information to be safe. We have the cyber convention that comes here where they literally tell us, turn all your devices off, turn your phones off. This is going to be the cyber convention weekend and you don't want to get hacked. So there's things that happens, here in Las Vegas that protects us a little bit differently. It's a capital offense, makes sense to pursue capital punishment. Correct. Good stuff. Thanks for bringing facts straight from the court. Always, anything that you hear from me will be coming directly from a source of a DA, the public defender, the judge themselves, the defendants, or all parties involved. But it will be definitely coming from out of the courtroom. I have a question. When Manny walked past Bubbly on the strip, did he turn back around or did she approach him? Either way, they did not deserve the outcome. Rest in peace to them. I'm not really sure. Outer Body, you still up here? Or no, did you drop down already? I can't see. No, Outer Body is gone. So I didn't follow that part, but I do have something in the works for that as well because I've been trying to get street cams. So there's a lot of things I'm working on, guys, between now and the 21st. Just continue to watch my page. There's going to be a lot of information that's coming up. It's going to be via shorts. It's going to be via the community wall. It's going to be via short uploaded videos because I can't come live all the time, but I do want to make sure that you guys get the information. And I will open up my schedule to make sure that I can go live a little bit more often because there is a lot more things I want to talk about. Again, we're going to probably go live either tomorrow, Sunday. We're going to dig into the public defender. We're going to dig into the judge, and we're going to dig into the DAs. And we're going to see all about them, who has what experience, what they've been dealing with, and how well this case can be handled between them. The hope here is that there is a fair trial. That is what the hope is. Good stuff. Okay. They indicted him on 2 counts. So will that help with a DP review? I'm not really sure. It's right now. It's 2 counts of open unalivement. Open unalivement and unalivement is different. Open alivement is done with no regard to pretty much because it was done in public. It done in public with no remorse and premeditation for that unalignment. It's crazy how people can legally cyberbully to the point they snap and yet still be considered for capital punishment. I really hope they review all video footage, and I mean all. The thing about it is that everybody needs to take the law into hand here, right? So if you look on my community wall, there are several posts now. If you are being bullied, this is called online abuse. It's not okay. It is an infraction of the law. They are breaking the law. For a citizen in Nevada, the only thing you need to do is put me in fear that you will dox me, that you will harass me, or anything like that, and I could submit a case against you. So we have to use the law when we can and not when we have to, right? So there are plenty of chances to use the law against these people to stop the bullying. You have to understand how you can protect yourself if you are on the internet. Snapped is a real thing. I don't know if you guys remember that TV show, but it's called Snapped. And it's literally people who, they have a psychotic break. This is a mental illness. This is not something that is taken lightly. It's not a joke. It is real. So, yes, I understand that a person can be pushed to the point of snap, which is why I don't understand why he didn't plead insanity. If you push me to the point of snap, I have lost my mind. It's not self defense at this point. So if when you're going to court, you got to know the law and you got to know how to fight for yourself. If you're going to be a criminal, I'm not trying to tell you to be a better criminal or, get away with breaking the law, but come on. Like, at least know going into it the steps. I mean, again, that's a personal opinion, and I don't want to put personal opinions into it. But if you are going to be a person who does not follow the law, then you have to understand the punishment that comes with you breaking those laws. Capital punishment trials in the U.S. are notably lengthy, often taking many years from sentencing to execution. This is largely due to the extensive appeals process. That is very true as well. Most of the time, like I followed some cases where you can be on unalivement row for 20 years. I followed cases like that. But that is also a mental fuck, right? Because you can't go home. You're in prison. You're still on unalivement row until you're still in your position until they figure it out. So it's not like you get a chance to go home with a bracelet, an ankle monitor on and wait to find out if this is going to be your fate. A lot of the times people lose their mind just sitting waiting on this, waiting to know the answer to this type of a question. I couldn't imagine sitting in a room knowing that there's a whole bunch of people trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to live or not. A lot of the times now he's in a situation where it's easier for him to get other charges, where he's not home, where he could just sit in the house and monitor his behavior, stay off of online. No, he's in a position now to where he may have to defend himself. He may have to do things which may get him additional charges in the long run. So being in a facility is not easy. It's not easy by any means. It's not easy to make it out with the exact charges that you went in with, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm behind in your comments, so I'm gonna read through a few of them really quickly. I'm sure Finny and Bubbly's family are pushing the DA for capital punishment. I did see some of their family members in the courtroom. Um, I don't have a personal opinion on that situation. However, if they are, then that we know why it's going that way. YouTube should also ensure that its content creators are also safe. There are guidelines. You have to report it. They don't know what's happening until someone reports it. So when you guys are sitting in these lives and you see online abuse happening, you see harassment happening, and you feel like, oh my God, this is starting to get to a point where it gets bad, there's plenty places to report it. I have it all on my community tab. You can go through there. You can contact the Anti-Defamation League. You can contact the FBI. They have a field office in almost every single state just for cyber harassment. But people don't know that. You have to know how to protect yourself with the new cyber community that we live in. It's not just a world without cyber functions. Yes, out your body, you did an awesome job taking over. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did the court date get moved to the 17th? Seeing it on a recent news article. No, as of right now, it's still on the 21st, from my screenshots, but I can go ahead and pull up the transcript while we're right here, just to make sure nothing changed. I can do that for you guys while I read through some of these comments. Um, don't think anyone knows what happened between Manny and Bubbly when Manny passed. Hopefully it was caught on CCTV. I believe that it was, and I am trying to get street cam footage and things like that so that we can see where he ran to. Nothing, you can't do anything in Las Vegas without being recorded. Just so we're all clear, it is recorded. I'm sure the courts have it already. I did look the night of the incident to see if I can have it, and it was already blocked from public view. So I'm sure they have it. As everybody was watching the live of what was happening, I was already trying to get the street cam because I knew they would block it at some point. What about if the bullying was happening outside of Nevada? They're going to look at that as it pertains to the cyber crimes that are attached to the case. I've had people try to sabotage my YouTube career many times. I handle it swiftly and quietly, most importantly, legally. I still feel bad for Manny. I don't think he had the wisdom to handle it. That's very true. Handle it swiftly, quietly. Do not engage. Do not ever make it to where you are in a mutual combat, if that makes sense. So do not reply. You use the law as it pertains to you and your state to ensure your safety, and yes, keep your channel. And then also be mindful of the content that you are creating and putting out. Nobody can, strike you or do anything like that for content that you're creating. All of my content, everything that you see starts out as a blank piece of paper. Every piece of music you hear, everything you hear on this channel, everything you see on this channel is created by me, and it has copyright. He didn't plead that because he didn't want them to be right, saying he was mentally unstable. I would prefer to be mentally unstable and have a chance of going home at some point in life than to take my chances and not, if that makes sense. Because at this point, it has to fit the crime, right? So we don't want to put ourselves in an even more messed up situation, if that makes sense. We have to be able to take the good with the bad and the outcomes for our actions. You were ready that day to take the actions you took, and now you have to be ready to deal with whatever consequences that may come from that, unfortunately. Okay, so rabbit. Tell me what man in prison or county jail for texting. Um, I'm not 100% sure, but there is a lot of cyber crimes, and that's what it. When you think of crimes and telecommunications, it falls underneath your phone. It does fall underneath texting. It falls underneath private chat rooms. It falls underneath discords, switches. All of those things are considered telecommunication devices or spaces. Those are crimes. And I'm sure there are people sitting in jail right now for harassment. We've seen it. It comes out on movies for a reason because it is happening in the background. Mental F, yep, a mental F. Yep, 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 yep. Freedom of text and speech dummy. The freedom of text and speech is all we've seen that will only get you so far. Freedom of speech does not allow opportunity to harass at all. There is a difference between speaking your opinions and harassing and putting someone in mental anguish. Okay, so I pulled back up the transcript, and no, the date is still set for 7/21/25 at 10 a.m. They have changed the time several times, but the date did not change as of yet. Okay, when will the witnesses for the defendant be announced? I'm sure we're still in pretrial right now, so technically he has to get his official charges, do his official plea, and all of these things, which we've done. Now we're getting to the point where evidence is being submitted, and then we're going to find out during the preliminary hearing um, what the case, what the trial outline is going to look like. We're going to find out if this is going to be a jury trial, if there are going to be, witnesses called and things like that. We won't find that out, and that's not something that can be predicted. And I also don't want to speculate and lead us down astray. I want to make sure that we're following the information from the case as it pertains to what is happening in the court. Sorry about your luck, but Manny is goners. You won't be able to give him a kiss on the lips anymore. I'm not sure who that is to, but I don't kiss anyone. Check yourself in. Are you guys fighting? Is it illegal to report you to or the police? Nobody does anything at all. So how is that fair to you have to report it to the right people, and I want you guys to make sure that you're following my page. I'm gonna show you guys the steps that you need to take in order to stop the bullying harassment. Also, I want you guys to keep in mind that YouTube is changing a lot of their guidelines, and a lot of it is due to these things that are happening. You're going to see a lot of your platforms, your favorite platforms, disappear because of the bullying and harassment. They want people who are going to come up and give real content. They don't want to see the fighting and all of those things happening and the unaliveness that are stemming from these channels. So you're going to start seeing some of those channels disappear. If that's the case, Manny is still letting his pride get the best of him. He is, which I believe. I believe he should have pled insanity, but this is his road to walk. This is his cross to bear. I have no dog in the fight for either party. We are just here to document the case as it pertains to what is happening in the court. Come on, lady. No, you don't make sense. Who are you, Street Runner? Are you? Let me see. Let me catch up. Because I don't know if y'all are fighting or if you. It's crazy how you can just turn your computer off and not be cyberbullied at all. Really, that's true. Okay, so we're going to talk about that case as well. I think me and Out of Your Body are going to get together on that case. So stay tuned for that. I got you guys. It was reported numerous times by numerous people. Great FBI. I don't think 40-year-olds can get bullied. He is 100%. Well, it's not considered bullying. What it is considered online abuse. She would have never had cloud. I appreciate you, bro. I see you tuned in. I'll be live in a little bit. Harassment. He's a grown man. How can you say he's being bullied? What's going on nowadays? He was weak. Oh, guys, don't fight. Can we not fight? I'm too trishy. Smash it. You too. Well, guys, I'm just here to give the facts of the case as it pertains to the court. I'm not. This is why I don't follow the back and forth of the things that are happening because I just want to know the truth and I want to know what's happening and I don't want to have, a big fight about it. So, what crime am I committing right now? Come on, DA. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Let's slow down with your fantasy. Fauci one is weird. How's your body? Oh, you guys cut it out. How's your body? Who's this guy? What's going on here? Street runner, what's mad? What's going on? Leave Finny and Manny alone. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is continue to follow the case, right? So again, if you take a look at my page, I follow a lot of Capital One cases. I've looked at some cases in the past where there were innocent black men who were on death row, and I worked with the Project, who were trying to get those innocent people from being unalive. So there's a lot of different work I do in the realm of this, um, outside of the back and forth that happens with the players involved. This is how a national unalive case is going to be discussed for years. Go report it. I don't mean that's Charlie family. They're gonna say, oh, it's weak. Thank you. No problem. No problem. No problem. I was watching another channel and a guy talking about this case said even if he pleads insanity, that he will still have to do all of his time. It's not going to get them off and give him less time. It's not going to get him off. The time will be different because it will be different charges. And that would be if he's charged guilty or not guilty, and if they even accepted that. I just said it was a better defense than self defense because self defense doesn't fit the criteria of the case. I doubt you would take YouTube will take pay cuts. I don't know about pay cuts or anything like that, but they will. Their channels are already going to be gone. That you can count on. People getting weird. Yeah, don't listen to the fighting. We're just here to make sure that we get the details of the case. That's it. If you have other questions about the case, ask your questions in the chat. We're gonna breeze past all of that, and we're gonna get down to the business of the business. I'm ready to work on the case whenever you are. All right, we'll get to that Sunday. Are you free? We'll start working on the other case. I'll look at everything that I can find, and then we'll get together Sunday. Thank you much, everybody. All right, I'm gonna thank you, Street Runner. I appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to go onto the page. As soon as we get off of this live, give me about within 30 minutes that the short will be posted with the audio so that you can hear the conversation that I had with the DA, and you will be able to hear for yourself that he is going to be sending this over to the capital punishment team for review, and you will hear his reasons as to why. Yeah, if you guys click on the description of the YouTube video, you can find all of my links there. You can find my Instagram. You can find me everywhere I am. You can find me through the description box. Again, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I'm going to take a really quick little break and then I'm going to come back. We're going to go through the last of these comments. I got one more little piece of information that I wanted to show you guys. And then we're going to head out of here so that you guys can go watch the video that I'm going to put up. So don't forget to like and share if you care. Also, don't forget this video is not being monetized. So if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and hit the sneaky link LV. There you go.
My content is so fire and you know that. That's facts. Ain't no looking past at the sneaky link. She's a hashtag. It's time to get this money. Hit me up on the cash app. I hear you talking big support and now show me where your cash at. Cash app. Dig into that stash. Don't let the love ever slack. I'm forever giving back. My beauty is so black. Content is so fire and you know that. That's facts. Ain't no looking past at the sneaky link. She's a hashtag. It's time to get this money. Hit me up on the cash app. I hear you talking big support and now show me where your cash at. Cash app.
These lives. We're all clear. You guys can hear me. Let me just go get those last comments that I missed. Thank you. Oh wait, sorry, I wanted to leave that on the screen for y'all. Okay. Go back to the comments. Okay. All right. Freedom of speech doesn't apply to YouTube as a private company. They can set their own rules and guidelines. Yeah, which is why they have in their community guidelines that you're not supposed to have hate speech, harassment, all of those different things. So yeah, that is in the policies of YouTube as well. Unfortunately, Street Runner, I'm not sure, what the problem is here, but this is the kind of cases that I cover. This is the kind of information that gets recorded in history, and I'm going to have a recording of it. And it will only be information that comes directly from the court, which will be public information. All right, thank you for everybody who's heading out at the moment, and I'll be over at OUB's in a minute. Constitutional preference is not absolute. Certain categories of speech, such as incitement of violence, defamation, obscenity, and true threats, are not protected and can be restricted. Exactly. Additionally, the government can impose a reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions on speech. Exactly. It's not as free as you think. You don't get a chance to go around harassing people and ruining their lives. Any family took down the videos. Can the FBI get videos? Yes, all of those videos will be recovered. Anything deleted will be recovered. All of those videos are stored within YouTube, and they don't need Fanny or Manny to get any of the videos they need. They will subpoena them from YouTube. Can't wait to tune in later. Yes, Alchibody has an excellent channel, and he is a dope host as well. I don't believe that YouTube's at fault. Unless you're 12 years old. No, YouTube is not at fault. Everybody will take accountability for their actions. And what YouTube will do is tighten up on their restrictions. You don't get a chance to make someone else accountable for someone else's actions. So, no. You have been a level up. You're very welcome, everybody. Very welcome. I didn't want to miss this live. I got you. I got you. All right. So I'm gonna go so Out Your Body can get started on his live. I want to thank you all for being here with me today. I appreciate you so much. Please make sure you hit the like button and the share button. What you're looking at is what is submitted to the court as it stands for Manny. This was the paperwork that was filed on June 10th to the Justice Department. As you can see, the charges that he is being charged with, which is 2 counts of open unalivement with the use of a deadly weapon or tear gas. Obviously, we know it was a deadly weapon. As you can see, there are 2 additional 999 charges there. I am going to talk to those to the courts about that. I believe that it just refers to, if you see down underneath, it says 999 open murder with the use of a deadly weapon. So I believe that they're just defining the dispositions, but I want to make sure that we are all looking at this paperwork correctly as well. So I will have a bunch of stuff coming out from the courts from you guys. Pay close attention to the community wall, the shorts, and my uploaded videos because I can't go live all the time. Um, I'm going to be dropping a short clip of the conversation that I had with the DA, where you'll be able to hear why the DA says they're going to be submitting this as a capital punishment case. If reports were made to YouTube, can you prove in court that you reported them and YouTube never did anything about it? If so, will they be held accountable? YouTube won't be held accountable for Manny's actions. Um, Maybe they may have some fines or penalties or something like that. But if they have guidelines in place and you have reported it, that would be your part. That would be you doing all that is necessary to stop the harassment. And then YouTube and the courts, they will have their days if necessary. Yes, you can prove that you reported them. And then you don't know what's been done about it. I don't know what their process is in the background. I know that, you have 3 strikes, you're out. But we don't know what the privacy complaints. We don't know what the background part of that looks like as it pertains to YouTube with how they look at it. So are they looking at every single privacy complaint? We know that this is an automated process that starts it off, or are they ticking off every 100 or every 10? Like, we don't know that. We don't know that, and it would be in their community guidelines, and it would be up to them to prove to the court that they have followed their company standards. How long would those reports to YouTube be kept? Weeks, years, months? Those can always be recovered by the FBI. So you can't erase anything off there. As much as we believe that we have deleted and then deleted the trash, you have not. Thanks. I never heard of deleting, open deleting into Nevada. Nevada uses the terminology. I've noticed with other cases as well. Yes. Open just means that it was done out in the open and with malice. I know some of us have reported those lives and comments many, many times and nothing happened. Well, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And again, I know that a lot of you have really strong feelings on both sides, some towards Manny and his side, and some towards Finny and his side. But I really need you guys to make sure that you understand that I don't know those parts. And I have not been following those people. And my job here is to let you guys know exactly what's happening in the courtroom. I have no other information. I do not wish harm, help, foul, or malice on any of the parties involved. I pray that both of the families involved get what they need, because this is not only about the 3 people that were involved, but there's children involved. There's a lot of different moving pieces here, which is why I personally have not attached myself to the people and I prefer to follow the details of the case. Casey Anthony trial was 2 months. That's why I said it could be anywhere from 30 days to about 6 months. I don't think they're going to let it go on more than that. I think they want to get the case resolved quickly, and I think they're going to have enough evidence to do that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. And I just want to make sure that, I'm answering all of you guys' questions as best as possible. I care about people in general. And that's pretty much my stance on it. I am for justice, Frank. Same, Frank. I just want to make sure that people are getting justice. And God forbid that my brother or uncle or cousin or somebody was in the point where they were up for unalivement. I would want the courts to do everything possible to prove that they need to be there. So that would be my personal stance. Um, and that's really all I can say. I would want my family member, whether on either side that I was on, I would want justice. And I hope that both sides feel justice from what happens at court. So again, I really, really appreciate you guys all for being here with me today. Thank you so very much. So very much. Please make sure you hit the like button. Please make sure that you share. You'll get a short video here uploaded shortly. And I'll probably go live again tomorrow so we can talk either tomorrow or Sunday so we can talk about the DA, the public defender, and the judge. We're going to dig into them and see what their experience is like. Does the public defender have the balls she's going to need to be able to take on this case? We're going to find that all out. Aloha. Hey, Granny Shani, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But I will see you all in a little bit. You guys got some stuff coming out from me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. I'm out of here.
I see you. I see you.